Hey, welcome to the first of 3 videos, tips on using Blues Puzzle. I'm John Pazos. At this point, I'd like to recommend that if you haven't seen the video information on Blues Puzzle, it'd be really to your benefit to watch it before going on to the tips. All right? Just, if you want to. The main thing, and this applies to everything we do with Blues Puzzle, keep it simple. Very important. Now, at this point, I hope that we've already prepared our templates, we have our licks, everything's ready to go. So we'll jump right in. We're using A1. Yes, the same one we used in information on Blues Puzzle. All right, pick the lick out. What we're going to do is I'll play it, but hopefully you've already heard it. So here's A1. Let's listen to it and let's look at it. Here's what it looks like. But you have it in front of you, but here's my big one. All right? And what we're interested in, right? Note placement. You've heard me say that before, all right? Where and when the note sounds. Okay, so I'm going to play it for you right now. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Now, for those that read tab only, what you need to do is hear where those notes were sounding. Now, we're not concerned at this point what the pitch of the note is, whether it's a C, a D, a G, doesn't matter. What we're interested in is the where and when it sounds. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. So we're looking at it. We see it there. All right, we heard it. And now we're going to sing it. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. For those that want to count, 2, 3, and 4, and it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so now we have this feel. It's getting stuck up here, where and when the notes are being played. Okay, placement, very, very important. All right, once we do that, we want to make something swing. Swing is like syncopation. It's some people call what they call playing behind the beat. Some people play a little in front of the beat. What it is, it's like a feel. Right? The best way to feel this is if you're counting, you could count, for instance, using syllables between the numbers. Now we started with 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and that's pretty straight ahead. But if you use a and you'll feel like a little jump. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so you feel that groove. 2 and 3 and 4, and again, that's the swing feel. All right, put that back here. All right, and then use the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have that one and a feel. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that we've got that, we're going to place the lick on the template. Here's what that looks like. Though hopefully some of you have done it already. I'm just using half a page. Let's put it up there. Okay, that's all I did. This is reference. This is your go-to. This is home where we're safe. All right, so now we did that. What are we going to do next? Let's get creative with it. what's something we could do to get creative with it? Now, in Information on Blues Puzzle, we did something where we introduced another lick or changed the note pattern, where the note was played and when it was played. With this tool we're going to use now, all right, we're using the A1 lick. We're going to use the same notes. Okay? Now we're using the same note placement. We're going to use the same notes, but we're going to use them in a different way. Now, what's a different way we could use the notes in A1? You see this A1 lick? You're reading it. Now, whether you're reading tab or notation, you're reading it from left to right. So you see, you have ba, 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 ba. So we want you to keep that note placement as if you're reading left to right. So the notes are going to sound on the 1, 2, 3, and. So what can we do with this A1? Well, a very simple thing is where you have these notes, the pitches, instead of reading the pitches left to right, read the pitch right to left. Now remember what I said here. We're just reading the pitch. We're reading the note. In other words, it's going to be backwards. So it's going to be E, G, A, and C. When we did the A1 lick, we have this. Now, if we use that same note placement, bop, 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 but we read the notes right to left with that same note placement, listen to what happens. So what did we do there exactly? We took A1. We took the same note placement, the same timing of the notes, left that the same, and we changed the pitches of the notes. But using the same notes, all we did was play it backwards, play the pitch of the notes backwards. So you have this like really cool effect where you 2, 3, 4, A1. Now we play it. Or another way to put it is with tab, all right, we did at the beginning, the first A1, 8, 5, 8, 5. We left the note placement where it was, but then we did 5, 8, 5, 8. Right? Let that sink in. All right? Because once that sinks in, you're on your way. You really are on your way. So bear that in mind. Note placement. Sometimes it's difficult to, get between that because you're saying, hey man, but the notes, I'm playing the notes backwards. Yes, but what's also important is where you're playing the note. And that's paramount. Okay, any questions about that, please, in the comments below. One other quick thing on this. Why that we know now that we have this A1 pattern. we could take those 4 notes we have in that A1 note placement and just move those notes around. Now, what I mean by moving it around is random. So we started with this on A1. We have this. But now we can all I did was take those 4 notes. I changed the pitches, but I left the where and when. I kept that constant throughout. I kept that ba, 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 ba. Now this is just, again, another tool or another couple of tools that you can use, right? And it's going to take a little time for it to develop. But it's very important, because once you get this down, man, you know, it's going to start to open up the world to you. And as I said, we're starting, keep it simple. All right? Again, as always, if there's any questions, please, you know, in comments below, contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much and enjoy your day.